Good morning everyone. Today we'll start with respiration. Now what is respiration? It is a biochemical process in which glucose is oxidized in presence of oxygen to liberate energy. That means that it is the breakdown of the glucose. Oxidized means breakdown. So it is the breakdown of glucose in the presence of oxygen to liberate the energy. So when we have food, this food is broken down in the presence of oxygen to liberate energy and carbon dioxide as the waste product. And this energy which is released, that is released in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. And this ATP energy which is released, it is used by our body to perform various activities, to carry out various functions of the body. Now respiration is of two types. One is aerobic respiration and second is anaerobic respiration. Now what is the difference between the two? Aerobic respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen and anaerobic respiration takes place in the absence of oxygen, or when insufficient oxygen is present, it takes place during that time. Anaerobic respiration does not occur in all the cells. In this, the glucose is incompletely oxidized. Now one by one we will discuss both the types of respiration in detail. Now aerobic respiration, it takes place in the mitochondria of the cells. You all have studied that mitochondria, they are known as the powerhouse of the cell. So the energy is generated here. Now what is aerobic respiration? It is the breakdown of glucose into carbon dioxide and water inside the body cells by using oxygen to release energy. So in the presence of oxygen, the glucose breakdown takes place and it releases carbon dioxide and water as the end products, and energy is released again in the form of ATP. Now during anaerobic respiration, the energy which is released, that is more in comparison to the energy released during anaerobic respiration. So around in aerobic respiration, 38 ATP molecules are released during aerobic respiration. Now there is another term which is known as aerobes. Now the organisms which use oxygen for respiration, they are known as aerobes. So majority of the animals which are present, and plants, they use oxygen for respiration. So they use aerobic respiration. Next we have anaerobic respiration. Now this anaerobic respiration, it is completed in the cell cytoplasm. So in the cell cytoplasm is present, there the anaerobic respiration takes place, and in anaerobic respiration mitochondria is not involved. Mitochondria does not take part. Now what is anaerobic respiration? When the glucose is broken down without the use of oxygen. So incomplete breakdown of the glucose takes place during the anaerobic respiration. So incomplete breakdown of the glucose takes place during the anaerobic respiration. The glucose without oxygen gets converted into ethyl alcohol, which is also known as ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. Now this energy is also released in the form of ATP, but the energy released during anaerobic respiration is very less. Only 2 ATP molecules are released during the anaerobic respiration. Now the anaerobic respiration which takes place, it takes place in some of the in yeast, in some bacteria, parasitic flatworms. Parasitic flatworms which are present, they are present in the alimentary canal, the roundworms, and they respire anaerobically because they do not get oxygen in the alimentary canal. So these worms, they respire anaerobically in the alimentary canal. Now what happens is the muscles which are present in a body, they respire anaerobically. Now when we do some vigorous muscular activities like running, brisk walking or any heavy exercise, more energy is needed, so the demand of the oxygen increases, but the oxygen supply to the muscles, they remain unchanged. So demand is increasing but the same amount of oxygen is supplied to the muscles. So in that case what happens, there is shortage of oxygen to the muscles. Now this shortage of oxygen to the muscles takes place. Now when this takes place, the muscles, they start respiring anaerobically. Now when they respire anaerobically, what happens, the incomplete breakdown of the glucose takes place. In the absence of oxygen in the muscles, it gets converted into lactic acid and energy. Now in the muscles, because there is you must have noticed when you do vigorous exercise after a very long time, muscle cramps are there. Now what are these muscle cramps? There is accumulation of lactic acid. Accumulation of lactic acid takes place. Now this accumulation of lactic acid which is there, from you can get relief from the accumulation of the lactic acid by massaging these with the lukewarm oil, taking a hot water bath. Now when you take a hot water bath or when you massage with the oil, what happens, it increases the blood circulation in the body, in the muscles. Now when it increases the blood circulation, it will increase the supply of oxygen to the muscles. Now the breakdown of the glucose in the deficiency of oxygen in the muscles, that is also known as lactic acid fermentation. Now yeast also respires anaerobically, I have told you. So when they respire anaerobically, what they produce is ethyl alcohol. This is known as ethyl alcohol. Now this ethyl alcohol and then it is used to prepare wine and beer, right? Now when they respire anaerobically, it involves the breakdown of the sugars into alcohol and carbon dioxide, and this process is known as fermentation. Clear? Now if we study about the difference between the aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration, aerobic respiration is taking place in the presence of oxygen and anaerobic respiration occurs in the absence of oxygen. In aerobic respiration, glucose is completely oxidized. In anaerobic respiration, the glucose is incompletely oxidized. Aerobic respiration, the end products are carbon dioxide and water. In anaerobic respiration, in the plants, the end products are ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide, and in animal cells like in muscles, the lactic acid formation is also there. Then during anaerobic respiration, I told you that more energy is released, around 38 ATP molecules are released, and during anaerobic respiration less energy is released, that is around 2 ATP molecules. Now the aerobic respiration takes place in both plants and animals, and whereas anaerobic respiration, it takes place in some yeast, bacteria and some of the parasitic flatworms. Then aerobic respiration takes place in the mitochondria. The mitochondria is needed, whereas in anaerobic respiration mitochondria is not needed. It takes place in the cytoplasm. I hope it is clear. Thank you.